What the fuck is going on in Ireland right now, boys? What the fuck is going on? The place is a joke. Just under a small bit of pressure at the minute. So it's 10 AM, 21st of March on Friday. I have to be in Dublin for 2 PM to go and play golf in Clare on Saturday. And I still have to pack as well. Playing golf at Spanish Point. I think it's a 9-hole course. But you play twice.
Wet weather is expected on Friday and Saturday. The weekend high will be 14 degrees Celsius and a low of 2 degrees.
Man.
The golf is key, like, you know, I fucking love the golf. Like, you know, Mark Twain said golf is a good walk spoiled, but you can't beat it, a bunch of lads out there hitting the ball in around, you know.
Can you see the pin in there? I think an 8 will be enough though, no?
Are you sure about that?
Oh. Get up. Sit. Not bad. Need to drop this in. Ah, get up. Nice. What's your badge number, Gareth? Oh, and here on the 3rd tee box. Crunches it. Shot. Sit. What's our badge number? 206 yards. Crosswind. 3 iron. Oh, looks to be all over it. It's in the air. Get in. Beautiful. Nice. Oh, shot, man. That was a shot and a half. How are you getting on?
I think good. I reckon based on your reaction we probably have to hold this to win it.
Oh! But I also have to edit the YouTube video from last week, make some changes on the Lamborghini video I shot like 2 weeks ago, then go from Clare to Galway, spend 2 or 3 days up there. Hell no! So explain what you're getting. Where are you going?
I'm doing a review here.
This fella down here, like
Dubai chocolate. I'm trying to see what it's saying. Like,
what's the budget? What's the price point on one of these?
money's not a problem.
Tripping off the little bakery. Yeah, I might get
If
those.
we don't find the Dubai chocolate.
Yeah,
Yeah, you get the other Dubai chocolate.
no,
That's all gone, is it?
yeah.
I basically did the tour to Ireland. I mean, I went from Meath to Dublin to Clare, from Clare to Galway, Galway all the way back to Meath again. Fucking hell. Songs though is what I do. Is write the songs and sing them.
Therefore, it's all pure feeling. What we're playing is complete honesty.
It's hard to say that if you can trace the origin of your fear, it will disappear.
Right, boys. Wedding day finally arrived. Weather's looking good. Hopefully the rain stays off. Hopefully this fella stays off me. Oh, go on, pass me if you want to pass me so bad. Fuck, I'm in it. So yeah, ready to rock. Tie on, watch on. Feeling good. Sister's getting married today. Big congrats to Alan and Karen on the big day.
Are you excited?
I'm excited. I'm very excited. dinner. Kind of starving myself to fit into this waistcoat.
Did you practice your poem?
I didn't.
You'll have to read over.
Poem. I think it's like
Sorry,
Prayer of the Faithful or something.
You should read over that.
Public speaking abilities are not exactly at an all-time high, so we'll see how we go. Imagine my voice breaks or something when I'm speaking. I'll show you how nice the weather is. For now, anyway. It looks a lot nicer over this side, so...
I'm taking the next exit. What are you going to have to drink?
I'll probably have a couple of Guinnesses now to start. Get my phone number back from 3 because they just deleted it. Apparently, if you're outside of the country for more than 6 months, they just delete your phone number. Cheers, lads. Yeah, nice one. Okay, so I'm back. I'm back in Australia. Back from overseas. That's one thing that I noticed about Australian people is that they never say what country they were in when they go on holidays. They were just like, yeah, man, I was overseas and back from overseas. I'm like, were you on some covert mission? You just can't tell me what country you're in? Did you sign an NDA? I mean, just tell me where you were. But yeah, no, it was good to be back in Ireland. Great trip, but as Jaden Smith said,
can we talk about like the political and economic state of the world right now?
So being at home in Ireland for 3 weeks, there's a couple of things I've noticed and a few things I want to chat about. Let me look at the photo first. It's such a terror. I look like I just let out a fart, man. Mother of God. Jesus. What? Did you see the rest of them though? Shit, let me see. Let me review this post. Very good. Very nice. Cheers, mate.
It's very hot.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, now. Right, I have a few more things here. Yeah, go on, mate. So I've been a loyal 3 customer for well over a decade, maybe about 12 years. When I moved to Australia, I sent them an email to tell them that I was going to move to Australia, so can I keep my phone number? And they said, yeah, no problem. And they deleted it anyway. I was a prepay customer with 3, which means, you know, you pay every month. Unbeknownst to me, in March, a month before I go to Australia, they switched me over to bill pay. And then when I get to Australia, I change my SIM like the same day. But 3 charged me for roaming charges while I still had my Irish SIM in. I'm like, they sent me a bill for like €110. I'm like, all I ever paid was €20 a month. And then, fuck those guys. Absolute snakes. 3, you are the Judas of the phone community. Get fucked. So when I went back to Ireland as well, my TikTok algorithm was showing me all the Irish shit, and Ireland has TikTok shop now, so Irish TikTok now is just bombarded with people shilling a lot of fucking Chinese shit to their followers. I'm like, man, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. No, I don't want to buy Snickers coffee creamer. Piss off. What the fuck is going on in Ireland right now, boys? What the fuck is going on? The place is a joke. So while I was at home, there was the big hullabaloo over Garen Noon and what he said about immigration and stuff. Personally, didn't think he said anything out of line. Who's calling off? Personally, I didn't think he said anything out of line. I mean, Ireland's crazy these days. Like, you just get completely ostracized for saying what is blatantly obvious. I mean, like, people calling the guy a racist. I'm like, shut the f... Look, I'm not a Conor McGregor fan anymore for obvious reasons, but it's pretty hard to disagree with what the guy said. Don't shoot the messenger, but what he was saying is pretty spot on, you know? And the main defense that people like to use is, oh, sure, didn't the Irish go everywhere themselves? I'm like, yeah, the Irish did go everywhere, but everywhere that they went, they worked. They didn't just go to a country and milk the welfare system. And they built up a good reputation for being hardworking, you know? And let's be honest here. Let's just not beat around the bush. Ireland does have an immigration problem. And it's not a problem with the people who come from a different country and they set up a new life for themselves and they work and they provide for their families. That's not who Ireland has an immigration problem with. It is the cohorts of people who come here specifically and intentionally to milk the welfare system and get everything free that they want, send money back to their home country. That's who Ireland has an immigration problem with, not the people who come here with the actual intention to work and contribute to society. And you may be asking yourself, what makes me qualified to speak about the topic? Well, I was an immigrant 8 months ago when I moved to Australia, and what did I get for free? Nish. Got absolutely nothing. In fact, I actually had to pay to come here, and all I got was a free welcome email. And becoming an immigrant myself and moving to a different country, it really puts into perspective how broken the whole system in Ireland really is. Because when you move to Australia, they basically say, how bad do you want to stay here? Oh yeah? Well, you're gonna have to go pick fruit, work on a farm, contribute to society, help rebuild forests that were damaged by fire, etc. The list goes on. But when it comes to Ireland, they say, come on in. Have a free check every week. We might even give you a free house. Probably a phone as well. And I saw a video last week where Ireland was offering like packages to overseas people of up to €5,000 to come and relocate to Ireland. Sorry, what? So if you're incentivizing people to emigrate to Ireland and you're giving them a big ball of cash, I mean, what the fuck do you think they're gonna do? Do you think they're gonna get a job? Or do you think they're gonna take the free €500 every week? Because I know what I'd do. I mean, you can't even blame the people that emigrate to the country. Like, it's not their fault. So who do you point the finger at? The government. I watched this video the other day. It's kind of like a documentary of street interviews in Ireland of a guy speaking about the emigration and all that kind of stuff. I'll link it below. But it really kind of hits home about how torn Irish society is and how fucked we are, basically. Because let's be honest, it's not the people that are emigrating to the country's fault. It's just not their fault. It's the systems that we have in place for them to just take advantage. Because the government right now in Ireland is just riddled with scandals. I mean, the wall at the WRC, the bike sheds. I mean, it is basically them embezzling our tax money to hand huge government contracts to their friends. I mean, what is actually going on? A bike shed that costs €300,000? Yeah, I'd say so. The big government contracts that they're handing to people that just don't equate the value of the work that's being done. And it takes years to do, and it costs hundreds of thousands. I mean, it's basically people in power handing huge sums of money that Irish taxpayers work to get for, like, oh, it hurts my head. And I remember seeing all of the chaos in Dublin unfold, and I just remember thinking, like, I had never in my lifetime see anything like that unfold in Ireland ever. And it's because people have had enough. They've had enough of the open borders. They've had enough of the crime rates going through the roof and unvetted people murdering Irish people. Like, it needs to stop. Crimes like this in Ireland are happening on a weekly and almost daily basis at this stage. I mean, Ireland is just letting in anybody and everybody, and criminals that no other European country will let in, apart from us. We're letting in these criminals and then they're re-offending within days. I mean, only like last week, there was an Irish person assaulted. I'm like, this guy had a criminal record. Like, how did he get in? It's probably because the EU told Ireland, you're going to have to let him in or you're going to lose your funding. I mean, the whole thing is just a big spider web of bullshit. And if you're a person that thinks that the crime rate in Ireland hasn't gone up, you need to give your head a wobble. When you point out that the crime rate in Ireland has gone up and there is clearly an immigration problem, people point the finger at you and they call you a racist. But that's exactly what the government want. They want to divide and conquer, and they want us to just tear society up and have this side and have us fighting between each other. Well, they're the ones reaping the benefits. And look, I'm well aware I might be talking bollocks here, but I do have a bit of a theory about why Ireland's bringing in these hate speech laws at the minute, and they're getting protein gobshite to peddle them to everybody on the island. I think it's because if what was happening with the government today was happening back in the early 1900s, there would have been a group of Irish people who just stormed the Dáil, chopped off Simon Harris's head, broadcasted it to the whole country and said, look, if anybody tries this shit again, this is what's going to happen. But if you tried to do that today, you're inciting violence. And look, okay, yeah, it is inciting violence, but I think it's they're doing that to protect themselves of like the people actually revolting against the criminal shit that they're doing. I don't know. To be honest, I don't think I'm too far from the truth with that one. Look, people in Ireland are not anti-immigration. I'm not anti-immigration. We just want a bit more regulation on the people that are coming into the country. I mean, if every single other European country doesn't want somebody in because they've got a criminal history, maybe we shouldn't let them in and let them re-offend within days. Like, what the fuck? I don't know, I think it's all by design. Like, there has to be something bigger at play. Like, why? Like, what? You have to question, why are they doing this? When I was in Clare a couple of weeks ago, I was in a tiny little pub. No bigger than the size of this room, you know, and all it was me, 4 of the lads, and then there was somebody in the corner on a violin and another guy on like the squeeze box, I can't remember the name of it, sitting there drinking good Guinness, listening to trad music, and all I could think was, this is what Ireland is all about. And to be honest, my heart bled for the country. It really, really did, because of how divided Ireland is right now. And look, fair enough, Ireland was always divided, but when the Catholics and the Protestants in the north are uniting because the immigration is getting that bad, you know that there's a bigger problem at play. And it kills me, it really does, because at the minute Ireland is having such a rich cultural renaissance of, like, you know, actors and writers and artists. I mean, you know, you got Fontaine's DC, you got some of the best writers in the world, you got Kneecap. Everything that we're producing artistically wise, on point. But I mean, how far are we gonna go if the country is being ran by absolute donkeys, man? And it's forcing me and thousands of other people like me to go to the other side of the world and try and find better opportunities, which, like, to be honest, I don't want to do. I love Ireland. Like, there is nothing more I am proud of than to be Irish, and I want to live there. I want to grow old there. I like Australia too, but I'd much rather live in Ireland. And once again, I'm going to reiterate, whenever people say, oh sure, didn't the Irish go everywhere themselves, didn't they? Yeah, they did, but they went and they built cities and they created culture. And I went somewhere myself. I went to Australia, and tomorrow I'm going 2.5 hours outside of the city to work the land for 3 months. But somebody in Europe who just goes to Ireland and gets a €5,000 package to live there and then sits on their hole every single day and collects a check once a week, what are they contributing to society? Apart from crime? That might be a bit of a sweeping statement, but you get what I mean. Whether you like it or not, it's true. And at some point, everybody in Ireland has to, you know, stand up and realise that we're being divided on purpose to create chaos. The government want us on the ground pointing the finger at the neighbour saying, you're racist for not letting in the immigrant. That's what it's all about. They want to divide and conquer. And I don't know how much longer it can go on before, you know, it actually all just erupts into a big ball of bollocks. Yeah, look, not that anybody cares, but that's my 2 cents on the matter. Don't even really want to talk about it anymore, to be honest, because it kind of just makes me sad. I kind of just, you know, I'm hoping that it kind of all goes away in a while, but at this rate, I don't think it is. I think by the time I go back to Ireland, it will just be, you know, people I don't recognise. I mean, I already seen that when I went home. I was driving around my town and I was like, man, I don't recognise anybody around here. Like, if you think I was talking shit, let me know. I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments if I was talking shit anyway. But other than that, hope you enjoyed the video. Keep watching. That's all for this week's video, boys. Hope you enjoyed. Look after yourself. Salon.